So heat number 5 of the men's 400 metres. Those aiming to get themselves in a top 3 position for those semi-finals. And potentially, again, it's one of the centre lanes that may be this heat 5 pre-race favourite. Arinze Chance of Guyana will start in lane number 8. The 26-year-old, the 46.05 lifetime best back in 2019, based in the US. Lane number 7, Javon Powell of Jamaica, the national champion over the 400 metres, the 21-year-old this year. Ran in the heats of the World Championships just a couple of weeks ago. SAMUKONGA of Zambia, 400-metre African champion this year. The 19-year-old, 45.02, a lifetime best this Commonwealth season. Adeyemi of Nigeria. Screams around us in our commentary position for the Nigerians starting in lane number 5. Popular, 46.11 this year. Lane number 4, Alonzo Russell of the Bahamas in his 3rd Commonwealth Games now, the 30-year-old. 2016, that lifetime best of 45.25. Only 0.4 of a second shy of it this year, though. Derek St. John will start in lane number 3 from Dominica. In his 2nd Commonwealth Games, just outside 48 seconds, though, this year. And then completing the lineup in heat number 5, Mponda of Malawi. 49.34, a lifetime best for the 17-year-old. Thumbs up indeed. Delighted to be here in Birmingham. He'll start in lane number 2 of heat number 5. So a couple more big guns still to come in this men's 400 metres. We've seen what form some of the main players are potentially in. There's Powell of Jamaica, 46.42. He ran in the heat of the World Championships just a couple of weeks ago. Born in Clarendon in Jamaica. He'll start in lane number 7. SAMUKONGA of Zambia in lane number 6, the 19-year-old. He's just outside 45 seconds this year.
Set.
So the crowd still buzzing here at Alexander Stadium, seeing Matt Hudson-Smith qualify for the semi-finals. This is a pretty even start in heat number 5. Maybe St. John of Dominica in lane number 3 making a little bit of a move, but Russell now of the Bahamas down the back straight. Very even as they hit the 200-metre point. Adeyemi of Nigeria moving nicely. It's the outside lanes at the moment, isn't it? The top 3 guaranteed a place in the semi-finals. Have a little bit of a burn up here. The Jamaican Powell looking over his left shoulder to see what position he's in. He needs his eyes forward. Oh, the Zambian, though, clocking himself into gear number 6. Well, Muzala SAMUKONGA, 44.89, under the 45-second barrier. It took every ounce out of him to run a lifetime best there. But the African champion out of lane number 6 put his foot down, and the 19-year-old goes under 45 seconds, confirmed at 45.89. Powell in second at 46.14. Well, I think he enjoyed that, Tim, and as you would if you hit the 44 digit for the first time.
Well, I think he's in extreme agony at the moment. He's given everything there. He's grimacing, slapping his leg. I hope he's all right. But SAMUKONGA running like a man possessed there through the last 40 or 50 metres, tearing away from the rest of the field. It was extravagant. It is a wonderful personal best. To break 45 seconds for the first time is a big deal. But there he is, and he looks, Kath, I don't know if he's injured or just suffering such enormous amounts of lactic. You know about it. Sprinters can get agony in their rear ends and their hamstrings, as I understand it. Of course, I was a long-distance guy, never really got there.
I'd need to ask him. I'd have to say, Muzala, talk me through that race, because he was in a qualifying position. He looks like he's got cramp in both of his hamstrings. He's gone into what we call the warp zone as a 400-metre runner. When you go
the warp zone,
when you go above and beyond what you're technically capable of. He's smashed his lifetime best there, Tim. It took every bit of
to go where your hamstrings do not want to go.
I do hope he's okay, though. I do hope he's okay, because he looks in a little bit of agony here. And even though he has officially got that PB of 44.89, he has made the semi-finals. And as Rob Walker said previously with Matt Hudson-Smith, you know, you keep your powder dry. It's the semis and the finals where you give it all. But I do hope he's well, and he's getting some attention now.
Quick question, Catherine. Steve Jones, the marathon runner, always said, if you feel good, you should go. And maybe he thought, I might never get a chance to run sub 45 again.
There is that thinking as we see confirmation of Heat 5 and SAMUKONGA's 44.89 run. But I know we're going to run a couple of replays here and just see that again. And good God, as Tim said, he was like a man possessed with about 60 metres to go. I like athletes taking their opportunity. And that's why I'd have to talk to him and ask him to talk me through this race, because you can see him here in lane number 6. This was pretty even, wasn't it, Tim? This was a pretty reasonable start by all the field here, and he was still in the mix at this point.
You very rarely see a 400 where going through 200, there's hardly any change. Look at those outside 5 lanes, almost the way they set off, just closing up as they should have done with a stagger of 1 bend having unwound. Here they go into the 2nd bend, and this is where SAMUKONGA, 3rd from left, just changes gear, hits the straight, and decides, that's it, I'm going to look impressive here. Now, I think most coaches would say, great to run a personal best, son, but actually this is just extravagance that you will pay for. You've got races to come. Look at that, that's a 10-metre winning margin and more by the time he hits the line. Really, really unnecessary. Nobody else got under 46 seconds. He runs 44.89, and dare I say, use the word naive with that sort of run.
To back up Rob's point there in the terms of the Steve Jones analogy, listen, you know, he's 19 years old, the Zambian. You know, he was 3rd in his semi-final at the World Championships when he ran that 45.02 personal best. I literally do think at this moment in time he's grabbing every single opportunity on every single race that he has. And well done, 44.89. And I think Rob's right. I think he felt so good, he just went for it. He's like, I'm just going to go for it like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to go for it like there's no semi-final.
But this is a heat, like we've been saying.
Yeah, but he's 19, he's breaking on the seas,
I know. It is a brilliant run. I mean, the lad's clearly got tons of energy, tons of talent. And
well, let's see
all
when
the other qualities needed will come through.
Yeah, let's see what happens in the semi-finals. If he backs it up, then fair play. But that overhead shot, God, you can even see when he put his foot down. But what a battle for the other automatic qualifying spots that Powell and Russell got in heat number 5.
It was the last 25. It was like an absolute wild man. I really, really, really hope he recovers from this cramp and he is able to take his place in the starting lineup for the semis. But an incredible run, but I hope that's not the last we see of him here in Birmingham. Well, that